Hey folks, how you doing? In today's video, we're going to talk about why I think millions of people are giving up on everything. And what do I mean by that? I just mean that people have noticed since the Epstein files and before in COVID that there's a joined up effort to suppress humanity in various shapes and forms, and they've been lying to us for hundreds of years. And a lot of people are just waking up to that fact. They've realised that people are putting their money behind who's going to win the war, like they knew ahead of time. And there's an email going back 11 years, I think, saying, when are we starting World War III? The investors are ready. What kind of email is that? Anyway, if you know, you know. And like me, I've been awake for getting on for 16 years now, and it's getting a bit tiring. And since COVID, since I joined the whole activist and protest movement, created content, interviewed doctors and all kinds of amazing people to raise awareness, I shook that tree, as it were. I even got arrested and then lost my job as a result. I went, do you know what? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth investing my time and energy, staying so focused on the things that are wrong, when really I could actually look after my own well-being, my emotional state, and my positivity a whole lot better if I started doing the inner work and turning my focus and attention on other things. And I think a lot of people are realizing that now. You know, they've tried their best to wake people up around them, but if you're not awake by now, you really aren't paying attention, and you either just don't care, you don't see it, or you're just not ready. You don't want to face these uncomfortable truths. So since then, I've actually turned my attention to building my own business. I put a side hustle down in real estate that had gone so far, and the real estate market is really hard right now. Stayed in tech, that's what's been paying the bills for the last 30 years, and my children are pretty much all grown up and left home now. We downsized, and we're now in a rural location where, sorry, there's children playing, where life is good. You know, rural life brings a whole bunch of nice, peaceful lifestyle. And I'm focused on running my own online business and coaching business. I've trained with an amazing company, and they've taught me how to set yourself up, websites, marketing, digital marketing strategies, business models. And I've been working hard in the last few months. I've created a book that I'll be launching this year on Amazon. I have created a mini course for those who are struggling with limiting beliefs. And I've also set out this sovereign business blueprint, which is a way to brainstorm what kind of business is inside you. Because half the time, starting an online business requires you to have the stickability and the staying power to go through the rough times, the tough times. And if you're building the wrong business, you probably won't last. It'll take a serious amount of character just to keep going. So this Sovereign Business Blueprint is a quiz. It's 10 questions, and it gets you to answer what are your passions, hobbies, interests, skills and values, and who do you look up to then come back and reflect back to you what kind of online business might work for you. And it's completely free. And the other thing I put together was a 14-day challenge, an Unplugged challenge, which is basically a way to unplug, go through all the steps I did to unplug from all the noise, stop going down the rabbit holes, get really tuned in to what you want and focus on what's going to make you happy. Because now, since I've done that, I certainly feel a lot more happy in myself. My emotional well-being is healthy. And I've stopped getting so angry and frustrated with life or with the world, because it's pretty easy to look through a certain lens and just get frustrated and angry. So if you're interested in either my Sovereign Business Blueprint, it's a free quiz and you get your answers for free within a few minutes. Click the link below. And if you want to take part in my 14-day challenge, just join the free community and you'll see it's there. It's called Unplugged Activate. It's called a 14-day challenge. And if you're struggling with limiting beliefs, I've also got a mini course. It's called Unplugged Activation. That's also in the community. So just join the community for free. Have a look around, see what you think. Even my music playlist from my podcast is there, completely free. So thanks for tuning in. And how are you? Let me ask you the question. How are you coping with the world that's complete clown world out there? Completely bonkers, isn't it? How are you coping? I'd love to hear from you. And thanks again for watching. See you soon.